Hey everyone, I'm Heinz and welcome to my channel. I hope that you're having a fantastic week, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at my journey with Darwinex Zero during the calibration phase. We'll cover what is the calibration phase, my progress in June and July, and my risk equivalent trading decisions with some important metrics as well as what happens after the calibration phase. But before moving forward, if you find any of the information in this video helpful, I'm going to ask you to drop the video a like, also subscribe and ring the bell to receive future notifications of upcoming videos. Last time I introduced or did a quick review of Darwin X0, which is a way to build a risk-adjusted trading index, aka Darwin AI, without any downside risk and earn allocation if you trade consistently. I said that my next milestone was the calibration phase, where the risk engine studies my strategy through a set risk equivalent trading decisions across multiple trading days. My goal was to trade some of my best performing expert advisors, keep the risk stable, and progress through June and July without forcing any unnecessary trades. Now, you might be wondering, what is the calibration stage? Now, the calibration stage is an extended trading period, but unlike a challenge, you don't have any set risk or requirements for the calibration phase. It is a time for the risk engine to determine what is the value that you'd have for your risking trades. Some of the requirements include 25 risk equivalent trades placed over at least 15 trading trays, and again with no minimum profit required. On top of this, there's no fixed time limit, making it ideal for traders that like to take their time. However, there is a soft 90-day period or limit where you have to activate or use the account. So throughout the calibration state, the Darwin Risk Engine is evaluating how your strategy is performing in the live Darwin environment. It takes a look at how it uses it and calculates your deleverage and your risk equivalent trading decisions to determine what type of trader you are and determine your Darwin IA rating for the account. Now, for the Darwin AX0, this happens during the calibration phase before you move on to Darwin AI Silver. So now that we've taken a closer look at what is the calibration phase, let's take a closer look at my Darwin. So currently, since inception, my Darwin is up 9.85% with a maximum drawdown of 4.56, which means I currently have assets under management of 30,000 euros. So this means that I'm currently active in the silver stage of the Darwin with a current quote of 109.85. Now, this return is determined using the signal account, which I started on the 17th of June 2025. And then on the 12th of July 2025, my Darwin was officially created. Then since then, I was able to further trade on the account to currently get it up to the 9.85% return. However, this is completely different to what we will see inside my Signal account. Now, the Signal account is a 100k Darwin account that you're provided with, which is used to determine your risk rating. And on the account, you'll see a range of return of about 3.2%, meaning that they take that range of return to determine your Darwin score. So here we go now on my VPS or virtual private server. I've accessed my Darwin Live account, which had the starting balance of $100,000. And on the account, I'm currently trading 3 expert advisors: EA Black Dragon on the AUD CAD, EA Black Dragon on the Euro USD, and I'm also trading Blitz Gold EA on XAU USD or against Spot Gold. Now, what you will notice is that this account is currently up 3.285%, and which is the real return on this account, which is used to determine my Darwin score. So we'll see from the account I was trading as normal using the expert advisors that I've selected from my FX book that are performing best in my portfolio of expert advisors. And if we take a closer look at the report of the actual account, you'll see that it's up $3,285.15, or in other words, a total growth of 3.29 with an average drawdown of 0.4%. This gives me a profit factor of 2.74 with a high recovery factor of 7.79 and a low maximum drawdown of only 1.74. The statistics say that overall I'm trading approximately 13 trades per week, and average hold time for these is approximately 19 hours. So how is the risk engine out working out from a return of 3.29 all the way to 9.84? Well, this is calculated using their proprietary risk engine that determines and puts it against other trades, which makes it easier to compare Darwin's across the hemisphere. So if we go back to the Darwin platform, at the bottom left corner, you'll see my Darwin live trade results. Here you'll see it has a multiplier of 2.87, which is constantly adjusted over 45 days as you progress and trade on the account. So now that we've looked at the creation of my Darwin Silver, let's see how it performed in July. And for that, we're going to look at all of the different Darwins that was trading during this period. And it's already updated as we're currently in August. So what we're going to do for the July results is head over to past editions. So for July 2025, I have to select my Darwin, which will give the trading report specifically used on this account. And you'll see that my Darwin AI ended at 259th position out of the 8,800 participants in the Silver program. This gave me an allocation of 30,000 euros for the next 3 months. Or in other words, you'll see that it's in the top percentile and in the top 5%, ranking higher than 95% of the other Darwins. Or in other words, this rating is higher approximately than 97.07% of other traders for the month of July. And the total return in the month of July was 6.28% with that maximum drawdown of 4.56. Now this means for the next 3 months I'll receive the allocation of 30,000 euros, which means I can use that to generate my performance fee. And moving forward, I can also receive additional allocations depending on the future month's performance and how the AI performs in the live environment. So as my Darwin is running, these are constantly updated, and you'll see it already has its latest ranking for the month of August. So if we head back to my Darwin, the next step in the process is to qualify for Darwin Gold. So as I've said before, I'm currently participating in the Silver program, which requires a minimum rating of 75 for you to be participating in Silver. And for me to then be upgraded to Gold, I need to make a minimum return of 20% while keeping my drawdown to return ratio between under 2.5. Once I've made these requirements, this means I'll progress to the next steps of Darwinex Zero and head on into the Gold program. So my plans moving forward with the account is continue trading at the same pace using the same risk to reward ratio, and then hopefully in the next upcoming months qualify for Darwin Gold. Now, once I've received my first payout after the first quarter, I'll make sure to make a video to showcase the payout structure for Darwinex Zero. So if you'd like to receive a notification on that video coming out, make sure to hit the subscribe and also enable notifications, and you'll receive a notification directly from YouTube. And with all of that said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy trading. Bye.